Hidden among the rolling hills of central Italy, where the wind carries the whispers of history, stands a city unlike any other in the world. A city perched high upon a crumbling hilltop, suspended between heaven and earth. This is Civita di Bagnoregio, the dying city. Civita di Bagnoregio is one of Italy's most surreal and breathtaking destinations. Located in the Lazio region, about 120 kilometers north of Rome, this medieval village is home to only a handful of permanent residents. Yet every year, thousands of travelers cross its narrow bridge, drawn by its haunting beauty and the silent story it tells, a story of survival, time, and nature's slow reclaiming of human achievement. As you approach Civita, the view seems almost unreal. A narrow pedestrian bridge stretches across a vast valley, connecting the modern world to a place frozen in time. The air feels lighter. The sound of footsteps echoes against the wind. And there, standing proudly at the end of the bridge, are the ancient stone walls of the city, weathered but unbroken. It feels like stepping into a dream. Inside, there are no cars, no noise, no rush of modern life. Only cobblestone paths, flower-draped balconies, and the faint toll of a distant church bell. Civita di Bagnoregio was founded over 2,500 years ago by the Etruscans, an ancient civilization that predated the Roman Empire. They chose this hilltop for its natural defenses, never imagining that one day, the same cliffs that protected them would become the city's greatest threat. The city stands on a plateau made of tufa, a soft volcanic rock. Over centuries, rain, wind, and earthquakes have eaten away at its edges, causing landslides and erosion. Piece by piece, the land beneath Civita has fallen away, leaving the town isolated, a lone survivor on a crumbling island of stone. That's why locals began calling it La Città che muore, the dying city. Entire streets, homes, and even parts of the ancient walls have tumbled into the valley below. Today, Civita is connected to the outside world only by that single footbridge, built in the 1960s after the last natural land path collapsed. Imagine what it must have been like to live here 100 years ago, the constant rumble of the earth, the fear that one morning, your home might simply vanish. For many, it became too much. Families moved away, leaving behind their houses and memories, swallowed by time. And yet, Civita still stands. Despite centuries of decay, it has refused to disappear. Thanks to restoration efforts, passionate locals, and a growing wave of travelers, this ghost town has been reborn. Only about 10 people live here permanently, maintaining the ancient homes, small cafes, and artisan shops that breathe life into the stone walls. But every day, visitors from all over the world walk across that long bridge, curious, amazed, and humbled, to experience the quiet magic of this dying yet eternal city. Walking through the narrow alleys feels like wandering through a movie set, but everything you see is real. Arched doorways carved from stone, ivy crawling up centuries-old walls, and hidden courtyards filled with flowers. Every corner seems to tell a story. You can almost feel the footsteps of the Etruscans, Romans, and medieval merchants who once called this place home. Locals say that Civita was once the birthplace of Saint Bonaventure, a great philosopher and theologian of the 13th century. His childhood home, they say, fell off the cliff long ago, symbol of how fleeting even greatness can be in the face of time. There are stories of hidden tunnels beneath the city, carved by the Etruscans more than 2 millennia ago, leading to secret chambers and burial sites. And when night falls, some claim to hear echoes, the whispers of those who lived here centuries ago, carried by the wind that sweeps through the valleys. Whether those stories are true or not, Civita's charm lies in the mystery it holds, a feeling that this place exists outside of time, caught between the past and the present. Even with modern preservation, Civita di Bagnoregio remains in danger. Erosion continues to eat away at the cliff. Engineers and geologists constantly monitor the ground, trying to protect what's left. In 2006, the Italian government proposed adding Civita to the UNESCO World Heritage List, hoping to preserve it for future generations. Yet despite all efforts, no one knows how long this fragile city will survive. Some experts believe that in a few hundred years, maybe even less, Civita might finally crumble completely, returning to the earth from which it rose. That thought makes every visit here feel precious, like glimpsing something temporary and eternal at the same time. From afar, Civita di Bagnoregio looks like something out of a fairy tale, a stone city floating above a sea of green valleys. But it's more than just a beautiful ruin. It's a living reminder of humanity's relationship with nature, how we build, how we adapt, and how everything we create is ultimately borrowed from the land. As the sun sets, the entire hill glows golden. The old stones catch the light, and for a moment, the dying city seems alive again, breathing, shining, eternal. At night, the village becomes silent once more. The lights flicker, the stars stretch endlessly above, and the wind hums softly through the arches. It's easy to imagine that the souls of those who built this place are still here, guarding it, watching it, refusing to let it fade away. Crossing the bridge to Civita is more than just a walk. It's a passage between worlds. Every step brings you closer to the heartbeat of the past, and farther from the noise of modern life. Halfway across, you pause. The valley stretches below, a vast sea of silence and green. The air feels cleaner, the light softer. And as you look ahead, Civita stands waiting, ancient, proud, and fragile. When you finally step through the city gate, it's as if time slows down. You can hear the rustle of the wind through the olive trees, the laughter of a few children playing in the square, the gentle hum of a cafe where travelers rest after the climb. It's peaceful, but also powerful, a reminder of how beauty can survive even in decay. Italy is full of wonders, from Rome's grand ruins to Venice's floating canals, but Civita di Bagnoregio touches the soul in a different way. It doesn't shout with grandeur. It whispers. It doesn't impress with size. It captivates with fragility. Perhaps that's why so many who visit here never forget it. Because in its silence, in its crumbling walls and empty streets, Civita tells us something deeply human, that everything, no matter how strong or beautiful, changes with time. And yet, there's grace in that change. As you leave Civita and walk back across the bridge, you can't help but look over your shoulder one last time. The village stands there, framed by sky and stone, as it has for over 2 millennia, fragile, enduring, and alive. Maybe that's the real magic of Civita di Bagnoregio. It reminds us that nothing lasts forever, and that's what makes every moment, every place, and every memory so precious. So if you ever find yourself in Italy, take the road less traveled. Cross that narrow bridge. And step into a city that refuses to die.